morning, good evening, or good night, folks. I'm your host, Simon Redhand, and welcome back to Gaming Redhanded. So, the servers have just come back up. Well, they've been up for about an hour and a half now, and I've been working through some of the new things I've seen so far, and I figured I'd talk about mainly the bug interactions I've been noticing. The first big one is that furniture items weren't working for me, at least. I ended up figuring out how to solve it, and I figured people have the same issue. And what I'm talking about are things like this. Like, so if you have one of these items here, one of these like crates or furniture chest, and like that, you notice that they have their own storage, right? You can click F on them, but now since the servers come back up, they're not working. You can't put storage in them anymore. I don't know if it was intentional or if they recognized that you were allowed to store things in there and they didn't want that. So what happened was you can't open them. How I fixed that was I went down here, made a platform. Well, I didn't fix it. What I fixed was if you had items in there and you don't want to lose them, you can't directly delete them because it will say to remove the items first, which I've already done. So how I fixed that was I put a platform down, put a ceiling on it, right? Like that. And this is, by the way, how you can fix anything like that. When it says you can't delete something that has attachments to it, you put the crate on it, and then when you delete it, it'll give you the crate back and the items, and then those items would return down here into your territory terminal. So when you press the vault and open it, anything that was in that crate would show up here. So anyone having trouble with that, that's how you fix your items being basically locked in furniture containers. What I noticed is that the furniture items, since that like I show you how to fix it by deleting it, they no longer work as furniture items. I mean, storage items anymore. If you take a look here, like it's not giving me the option to interact with it and put anything in there anymore. I used to be able to use that as storage. I used to be able to use these small dressers as storage, and they're not given the option to use them anymore. This one here, same thing. So I guess they decided that they didn't want us to use these as storage items anymore. I didn't notice this in the patch notes that this was changed. I went through my last video where I read it line by line. I did not see this changing here, so I don't know if it's a bug or if they just decided that certain furniture items like this were not supposed to be used as storage. You're gonna log in and you're gonna see this email, this in-game mail talking about compensation for the Lightforge packs. And what this is talking about, I'm gonna summarize it real quick. It's talking about the shop event here. When you first got into the treasure chest, the first 10 boxes you bought had a little discount to it. Apparently when people bought those first 10 boxes, instead of getting 10 boxes, they got 15 boxes. Now, what they decided to do in order to make it fair for everyone was they fixed this bug, and then anyone who didn't get the extra 5 boxes, they gave you an opportunity for that. Now, if you don't know how to get those 5 boxes, this is how you do it. You go over here to the Lightforge shop, and it's not here for me anymore, but there will be an item here that looks like a Lightforge kit that says 5. It's going to cost 5 of these, your pulls, to basically buy them, and you get 5 more pulls using the single cisgender open them, right? So that's how you go about getting those. All right. So if you're lost like I was and you're like, how do I get these? This is how you do that. Okay. So that's it for there. All right. Time for a bit of a rant. Let's have a sit down here. This event, I appreciate the idea behind the event. I love the idea of like being able to group with friends. What I don't understand though is the strict limitations of the event itself. Like as you look here and you look at the event, and it has a couple of criteria here where it's like you got to be below level 20, right? And then if you're already over level 20, it doesn't even show you this box here, which a lot of people are finding out now, right? You have, as a player who's already been playing, you need someone to send you this thing. But if you've already started playing and you're very astute, you can't even start, and you can't even get this half of the rewards, right? So it's like you ask yourself this, like when you're a new player, what new player, the first thing they do when they open the game is they make their character and then they go on social media to go find a code to invite to get before they hit level 20. If you play just naturally, you'll hit level 20 within an hour. So that means that if you weren't paying attention and you weren't looking for someone to give you a code before you started running around, you completely miss out on this half of it. But then you got to find someone else who didn't forget to get an invite code, and you do it that way, right? The reason why I got my code is because my friend started before me and he told me about this, but he already missed his ability to get it. So then I got it. And now I have this person here I got their code from, but this person here is no longer on my server. This person here is locked in from last season. So it seems like I can reclaim their weapon again, but I can't do the other half of this, which is play together and all the rest of that stuff, which I would love to do. So to me, it's like, why can't I just remove this person from my list I don't need another reward, but I would like the ability to play with my friend that I do play with. I do have friends that I'm playing with, but I can't give them my codes. And this shop here, in case you didn't notice it comes with a lot of stuff. 1000 star chrome, weapon skin, items for your house, right? You got a little ski mask hoodie, you got a nameplate, you got a new emote, you can buy star chrome with your access. It's like, there's a lot of stuff here. And you're like, I can't access any of it because I had the audacity to play the game. It's an event that doesn't make sense to be introduced 2.5 weeks into the game already running on season 2 of a new server, who, if you've been playing normally, you're sitting around waiting for hard mode like I am. I'm waiting for hard mode to start. I got nothing to do right now. I've been managing my farm. I've got my crazy 125 plot farm that I got going. Don't mind the speed. My character's slow from having to fix my broken buckets when I logged in here. But I got my crazy garden that I've been managing. This is literally all I've been doing for the last 2 days, is managing my garden, making sure that I got my morels, my peppercorns, all that running properly and they're mutating well. And now I'm going to be going out and replacing a lot of these seeds with the new contaminated seeds, so I can make that video for you guys to tell you if it's worth doing it or not. But that's all I've been doing, because I'm waiting for hard modes to come out because I have nothing else to do. My character's level 50. I'm already max leveled. I'm waiting for rerolls because I got trash specializations. So it's very strange to release a patch like this, an event like this, where the lion's share of the community is already well past level 20. I don't get it. I think it should be retroactive. I think it should let you just play with friends. I think it should let you share codes with friends, because this game is limited by blueprints, so I imagine your friends don't have the same codes together, so you'd like to share guns, and then you just play together. I don't get the limitation. I don't get the idea behind the event. It's an event that didn't make sense when it first launched, and it makes even less sense on second season, 2.5 weeks into the second season. So that's the rant. I just wanted to get that rant over and done with here. Oh, we'll continue on. Now, if you found this helpful, what I would find helpful to me also is maybe you guys want to use my invitation code here. I'm going to put my invitation code in the comments section below of this video. I'll read it out here. It's YQ150261. I am on PvE 01X0007 on the hard mode servers here. So if you want to use my code, I'm going to be giving out the corrosion shotgun. You guys come over there, use the code. We can group up and we can work on getting these 2,000 points together, because I think it's worth getting this 1,000 star crown. Hell, we'll get all of it if we need to. All right. So there we go. As I figure out more things in here, I'll make another video up. I'm going to be making a video about the contaminated wheat farm and all that, and explaining the number values, because I'm very interested in seeing what you actually get from this. But until then, thank you guys for dropping by. I appreciate you guys for giving me your time. Have yourselves a good morning. This is the only video you're watching me today. Good afternoon or good night.